Hi, this video is going to focus on situational leadership style. When we talk about leadership styles, we are talking about specific road maps that leaders follow in order to lead the organizations that they are in charge of, to guide and support their teams to achieve the strategic plans set, as well as manage the day-to-day demands to operate and to provide the promised services for all stakeholders, to engage everyone in the strategic direction of the institution, in particular when we talk about the school, because of the diversified age difference between the different stakeholders, as well as the demands and the different changes that affects the educational institutions and the schools. So when talking about the situational leadership style, we are trying to focus on the type of leaders that can change their management style to meet the needs of the situation or the team. So this leadership style is proactive and recognizes that change is the only constant. This is a very strong and powerful statement. When we talk about wisdom, when we talk about learnability, when we talk about proactive kind of competency, we are talking about the member of a team or a staff member or a worker or an employed person who knows that one color cannot be the only color. One style cannot be the only style. One size does not fit all. So when we talk about running an institution, being a principal of a school, I cannot every day come to the school with the same approach, with the same face expressions, with the same attitude of giving feedback, supporting, leading, moving around. The most critical aspect for a school leader or a school principal, we keep hearing it and saying it, is leading by example. What does that mean? When I am going to ask teachers to differentiate, as a school principal, I have to differentiate. When I ask my middle level leaders to meet deadlines, I have to meet deadlines. When I expect them to work under stress, then I should be able to work under stress. We cannot ask them to be flexible, proactive, enthusiastic while we are not ourselves. So looking at what the current situations are indicating globally, especially after the post-COVID-19 pandemic, we all know that there is nothing fixed in this life. Change is the only constant. This is the reality. If we expect tomorrow to be the same like today, then we're living in denial. Then we are not truthful about our expectations. So knowing that every day there will be something different, every day I have to give something different, every day I have to provide a certain guidance or support. This way, all the team members will be coming to the workplace, in specific to the school, wondering what to see, wondering what to expect, wondering how is it going to be happening. One day, the principal can be very strict about deadlines when there is a certain task to be delivered. But when there are no deadlines, flexibility or an easy pace or a flexible space of time is needed. So why this leadership style works for almost all places. As I mentioned in previous episodes, I cannot say this style is the best and someone has to embrace it and be successful. No, each situation mandates a different style or requires a different style, or the style will be more suitable to have the good impact that we aim to have. This approach to leadership can motivate employees. It helps them to be more proactive, anticipating issues before they happen. It's also useful in startups that make frequent changes and need flexible talent and support. It is good because the leader will be a great communicator and uses constant team feedback to make decisions. If we're looking at the success, the leader will be quickly able to evaluate and update processes when he is a situational leader, because he will be looking into the situation, evaluating what this situation requires, whether it is an urgent, whether time is given, whether it requires everyone to be involved or not, and based on that, a plan of action is taken. It also creates strong relationships and helps employees see and feel their value to the school. When they are needed, they are called. When their input is valued, they will be part of the committees. It's not like every time I have an agenda, all the team members are attending. No, the team members whom are related to this specific meeting agenda will be called. The members who will implement and follow and monitor a specific action will be involved. So the relationship among people will be stronger because the leader will be building on the specific skills needed for this specific task or specific project, rather than bringing everyone on board and people start wondering, oh, why am I in this project? How will I be able to impress my principal when it's not my area of expertise and this is not related to my designated job? What are the potential challenges for leaders with a situational style? Leaders need a high level of expertise in all the processes and functions to be successful as situational leaders, specifically in the school. The principal will only be able to achieve success if he is well-rounded in terms of operations, finance, teaching and learning, curriculum, safety, everything. Because the principal will be forming committees based on needed expertise. So if the principal is not aware of who can do this in the best possible manner, how to utilize the expertise and the skills in the best possible manner, then we will end up having the wrong group of people to achieve this specific target, and it will be chaotic. It can also be confusing and stressful for teams if a leader's approach changes too often. Like one day, this is the project that I'm working on. I did the meetings, I drafted the timelines, everything is clear. Then in 2-3 weeks, oh, the situation changed, and then I have to devise another plan. No, there must be stability. Yes, I have to take into consideration the new coming updates, but I have to be wise before I redirect the efforts of the team members, I have to understand how this new update will have an impact and who will be affected. So by then, the targeted affected group will be the group which will be called, and a certain tweaks will happen in their planning. It's important to remember, and this is very critical, that long-term goals as well as strategic plans should not be affected by the changes arising unless those changes are going to be permanent for some time. So it's important to remember long-term goals as well as meet immediate needs, and not every leader can do this effectively. Let's take the pandemic as an example. It was not a limited time change. Nobody knew when it will end. So it was a change that will last for a specific amount of time. So yes, it was a situation which required a total deviation and restructure, okay, because it has a long-term impact and we have to accommodate for that. But let's take another example. If we look, for example, at specific instructional strategies that got promoted in one of the conferences that was attended in one of the conferences that was attended by the principal, okay? And then the principal saw, oh, it's amazing. People are talking about project-based learning, and it's amazing. So the leader will come into the school and say, this is the one. Stop using all other approaches. This is what we're going to do from now on. This is very wrong. Because even though project-based learning, now it is the big title where everyone is trying to chase after, but the context of the school, readiness of the staff, availability of resources are all factors to be taken into consideration. So the situational leader should be very wisdom, data-driven. And when we talk about data-driven, it means a very thorough SWOT analysis to be conducted, all artifacts to be evaluated, and clear evaluation of the organizational structure should be done before any decision is taken. Otherwise, it would be chaotic. Staff members will be feeling very stressful because every day there is a new project, every day there is a new idea. So they don't stick to what they're doing. They don't believe in it. It's like, I'm doing it to please the leader, and I'm sure that tomorrow he will throw all my work away and he will ask for something different. So stability is not going to be achieved. Sustainability of the improvement is not going to be achieved. It's very important that the team members, they believe in what they're doing, they believe in what they have achieved, and they build on it. Day after day, they build on it. And there should be a day where the leader will come in and say, let's look at the previous 9 months of our work together, at the previous 2 years of our work together, and let's see the progress that we have made. Let's see, why did we deviate? They need to understand that some situations will have a strong impact, and other situations they will not have any impact on the flow of work at the school and at the strategic direction that the leader is putting for the school.